Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, March the 10th, and we had a very short class today because we had a tornado drill in school. So we ended it around 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get started. So for review, I asked the class to list some employee benefits. So things other than your regular pay. So that would be paid sick vacation, paid sick leave, vacation time, if you have a retirement plan like a 401k, if you have health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance. So a lot of those things would be examples of employee benefits. For our new stuff today, we're only covering 2 slides, and then we're going to watch a video on Cummins, which is Rocky Mount Engine Plant. So today in HR, we're covering training. All right, so under HR, these folks make sure that all your employees have what they need and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So they're checking their, their productivity, they're giving them feedback. They possibly could be giving them a pay raise, depending on what's going on and how productive they are. They also figure out, okay, what does this employee need versus this employee? So some employees just need some additional training in certain areas. So your HR department actually figures out what your employees need as far as their training. They also help the company figure out what each employee needs as far as equipment and tools. And then they don't actually do the observations, but they oversee scheduling observation times for your managers and your supervisors. And then with that, with the organizational piece, they may give a little bit of feedback, but normally they're just scheduling the time for your employees to be evaluated. And compliance. When you're in compliance, that means that you are following the rules or the laws. So let's say that you're driving and the speed limit is 55. If you're driving 65 in a 55, you are out of compliance. So in the workplace, let's say that, like for me with COVID, or with, you guys too, when you come to school, we're required to wear a mask. So, and we're required to wear it a certain way, over our nose and over our mouth. So if we're, number one, not wearing a mask at all, or if the mask is down below our nose, then we are out of compliance. So when HR, they have to make sure that the company is following laws, regulations. For example, you can't work for a company and not make minimum wage unless you're a waitress, but you're making, $2.15 an hour plus tips. So HR makes sure that the company is following the laws. They also make sure that your employees have their appropriate protective gear just to stay within those regulations. So your mask, maybe steel-toed boots, a hard hat, maybe some goggles. They're also in charge of organizing what's called employee wellness programs. So like here at school, we've had a couple of things. We've had actually several things with losing weight. So that was a biggie here at school, has been like weight stuff, like exercising and eating right. We've done several of those programs. We've done a time management program just to better manage our time. So wellness programs are things that you can find in your workplace that just help improve your overall health of your employees, because healthy employees means that they come to work. They also make sure that when the company is hiring employees or firing or laying off, that the company is not breaking some type of employment law. like in the interview, you know, it's none of the interviewer's business whether you're married, how many kids you have, what your religion is. Okay, so they have to make sure that the company is following the Equal Employment Opportunities Act. And then last, they have to make sure that each employee is meeting their licensure requirements. So like for me, I have to renew my license every 5 years. So the HR department just makes sure that I stay on track. And then if I don't, then they'll handle that situation where National Rocky Mountain Schools will not renew my contract. So for our video today, if I can find it, there it is. All right. So on Cummins, here we go.
This is what precision sounds like. That sound. That glorious sound. The sound of dependability. The sound of efficiency. The sound of your business in action. These are the sounds of the Cummins Rocky Mount engine plant in North Carolina. Here we proudly build a variety of Cummins mid-range engines from 3.9 to 9 liters and 65 to 600 horsepower. You'll find our engines power everything from the truck in your driveway to delivery trucks to boats, RVs, semis.
So what I want you guys to pay attention to while we're watching this video is their protective equipment, all the things that these employees would have to be trained on, their managers and what they're saying, the environment where their employees are working, and just think about, you know, all the stuff that their HR management team has to do just for this one location in Rocky Mount.
By diesel, natural gas, or even propane. Dependability starts here. Every bolt, every torque, every test, every time, you can depend on the Cummins products made at RNEP. Here, we take the quality of our products personally. It's important to our customers, so it's important to us.
What makes Rocky Mount different is the people. We're a team-based work system company, and with that comes accountability, looking out for each other and holding each other accountable to what we do. The operators that are building the product are key contributors to making the product better.
There's something special here. You can feel it throughout the plant. These Cummins employees know they answer directly to their customers, 500 distributors and OEMs from around the globe. RNEP is a flexible manufacturer. We create engines for custom applications using rigid specifications based on our clients' needs.
Proliferation is what sets Rocky Mount Engine Plant apart as an engine manufacturer, not only within Cummins, but for other engine manufacturers throughout the world. On any given day, you may see 400, 500 different customers' engines going up and down this line. It's genuinely what makes us a plant of incredible ability in terms of being able to provide our customers exactly what they're asking for. It gives our customers the ability to provide their end customers with exactly what they're looking for. And it also gives us the ability to separate ourselves in the market.
Quality, durability, and innovation have been the hallmarks of Cummins products for 100 years. At RMEP, quality control starts with a global supply chain made up of certified suppliers producing parts to Cummins' exacting specifications.
Every production engine, every engine build goes through hot tests. So that way we make sure that it meets all the performance specifications that we advertise. We do emissions audits here in this lab to verify that the engines that are going out the back door are emission compliant. So anytime the EPA wants to do a kind of audit, we know that we will pass.
Critical components such as cylinder heads and blocks are made here by skilled machinists for the highest quality and the most precise tolerances.
We take pride in our machining capability. When you take and look at the micron level that we're holding tolerances to, there's an immense amount of pride in the individual to know that their process, their checks, their tool setup resulted in an engine that was perfect to the end customer. We produce both cylinder block and cylinder head. We have over 30 different block part numbers we produce, so we build for both internal Cummins and external. So it's a very unique operation in the fact that we machine components in the hundreds of thousands a year and hold to maintain the highest quality standards inside the company.
Every Cummins engine built at our NEP is unique. At each station along the assembly line, highly trained employees build more than 9,500 iterations of our engines using 35,000 possible parts.
We manufacture 4B engine, 6B, 6C, and the other. The single piece flow is a key advantage to the RMEP. Every engine is unique to the customer.
Each component is meticulously tracked by barcode to a specific engine. Parts are assigned, selected, and scanned, ensuring the right part with the right tolerances is into every engine we make. That is, until you turn the key. To you, that's the unmistakable sound of a Cummins engine. To us, it's the sound of a job well done.
All right, guys. So I just wanted you guys to see with a company that big, you know, that their HR department is huge. I mean, you guys saw the diversity in that company. You guys saw the safety. You guys had an idea of all the kinds of things that those employees need to be trained on. And then with those employees comes pay and insurance and sick leave and vacation time. So they need a department to organize all that stuff. So that's what we covered today. You do have an exit ticket in Canvas. And just remember, tomorrow, Thursday, March the 11th, we do not have school because it's a teacher work day. And then we will resume on Zoom Friday, March the 12th. So no Zoom Thursday, but we'll come back together on Zoom Friday from home. And also just remember your project, your new product or service is due tomorrow. We're going to present those Friday.